Hey guys, Frank Curzio here, another live video. You can catch a lot of these on my Twitter page, our Curzio Research YouTube page. Again, those are free outlets, guys, if you'd like to catch a lot of the videos that I'm doing daily. I want to talk about what's going on with the markets and also Cheesecake Factory today. So the markets obviously going higher. People are saying, how could that happen with initial jobless claims coming in at 3.2 million? Largest whatever increase since the 60s, whatever. You could throw anything at it. We knew it was going to be a big number. But what we need is certainty in the markets, right? When we have numbers and we can model. With this number particularly, what makes me a little nervous is that it didn't make sense to me. So when you really look at the underlying data, you look at Pennsylvania isn't even a top 10 in terms of confirmed cases. Yet they had the largest increase in jobless claims, which was 360,000. New York is the top, and they only saw a 66% increase in jobless claims, which doesn't make sense to me. So, yeah, the numbers are coming in so fast and so crazy, and this number is going to skyrocket. But what we want is certainty, because whatever we could see, we could solve. That's important. And you're seeing that right now. The government's like, everyone that gets laid off, they're going to make 100% of their salary. That's cool. All right, we could see that. We could fix that problem. Airlines, we'll backstop them. We'll fix that problem. When it comes to investment grade, we'll invest in investment grade bonds as a way to invest in these companies to make sure they're going to be okay. Not that a lot of those companies are going to keep their investment grade rating when they're not generating revenue, especially for over 30 days. Now, getting the Cheesecake Factory, it might be better off Cheesecake Factory actually went under for most people, but it's important because it's a name that everybody's familiar with. And this is the uncertainty here. Cheesecake Factory came out and said, we're not going to be able to pay rent, at least through April. So, what does that mean? It means that it has a chain effect. So if you're not going to pay the rent, now whoever owns that property, a lot of these are in malls, and you have malls being owned by REITs, and a lot of these big box retailers were already under pressure, right? Because we're seeing more online sales. So now you're seeing, a lot of these people with someone just saying here, maybe you get laid off, but it's a bigger thing for Cheesecake Factory because it's a known name, right? So everybody's familiar with it. Now it's a company that says, hey, we're out of money. What do we do? If the government could come up with a solution immediately and say, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pay your rent. Listen, I know people are going to disagree with this. What I'm trying to say is Cheesecake is one of thousands of businesses that are going to go through this process. And the business people that I'm talking to have no idea what the process is. So they're laying off employees. They can't pay bills. They can't do anything. Is the government going to save them or not? But if you use Cheesecake Factory, Subway's another example where they have 24,000 stores. Cheesecake Factory, I think, has around 200. Uh, and they said the same thing. We can't pay our rent right now. So, the costs for the restaurant business are huge, and just the food costs, the employees. I mean, it's nonstop, and you're generating profits. But when you have no revenue coming in, I mean, those costs add up, and next thing you know, you can't pay your rent. But the government needs to come up with a plan and say, okay, hey, we got you back. This is what we're going to do, because now you have the confidence of small businesses where, well, the government's behind us. They're going to be able to backstop us. They're going to pay for us for the next 2 months, because that's when the whole entire world thinks this is going to go back to normal, even though Cheesecake Factory, when it reopens or if they get bailed out, they're going to see a huge decline, right? For years. I mean, people aren't going to run into restaurants. They're not going to go to Disney parks right away. I mean, this is something that's going to change the way we live, right? I mean, you put so much fear in everybody and shut down the economy. But for the government, if you want to get more constructive on this, we need to know what's the max downside. We can't have any uncertainty right now. Cheesecake Factory is like, what do we do? Right, and I'm using Cheesecake Factory as an example because there's thousands, if not tens of thousands of small businesses that are in the same exact boat that don't know how they're going to get paid, how the system works. They know the unemployment people are going to get paid and get their salary. That's fine, but how do these companies figure